Hello, hockey fans. Mecha Matt here with another video. And if you're like me, you're watching the draft, and you just witnessed the Montreal Canadiens drafting Jesperi Kotkaniemi, third overall. And if you're also like me, you're sitting in your corner of your room, confused, crying, and wiping the tears away and crying some more. So if you guys want to know what's my opinion on this draft, I'm going to say it for you. So if you're like me and you've been following these players the whole year, and when I say follow, I mean read articles. I didn't actually watch the games. Hey, I got a life. I thought Zadina was projected to go third. And days before the draft, Zadina was losing momentum. I was hearing he's going to go maybe sixth or seventh, which ended up happening. And on that other side, Kotkaniemi was gaining momentum. He went from what, projected 6 to 10 all the way up to 3. Is this a good pick? Let me tell you something. As bad as people say it is, and you saw the face of those fans, they weren't happy. As bad as you think it is, we won't know for another 10 years if it's a bad pick. We won't. Because it's a draft, we can't know the players right off how they will develop. Now, I've made it clear that if I were a GM, and I'm not, I'm just a hairy fan, but if I were a GM, I would never, ever draft based on position. Never. I would draft the best player possible, then try to trade that player and get the position you need. It's just logic. So, I hope that the Canadiens did not just draft Kotkaniemi because he's a center. I hope that they did his homework. I hope that they scouted him properly, and they said, he is indeed the best player available. And at first, I was sad because I wanted the goal scorer. I wanted the guy who can shoot from everywhere. And if the rumors are true and they're losing Pacioretty, I thought Zadina would be a good replacement as a guy who can potentially score 35 goals. So I was disappointed at first. But then I see him drop 4th, 5th, 6th. He finally goes 6th to, what was it, the Red Wings? And I'm here thinking to myself, yeah, I'm disappointed. But if 3 other teams passed on him, they might be seeing something that I'm not. Because I'm not out there with the kid. I'm not scouting him. Okay? They're probably seeing something that I'm not. By the way, for me, the biggest shocker was Barrett Hayton. Barrett Hayton being picked 5th, I don't think that was a good pick at all. You know, as shitty as you Montreal fans you are right now, look at Arizona. I don't think that's a better pick. I guess teams are starved for centers, and they're willing to pick it no matter what the talent is. Because I saw his stats for the first time, and he got, 60 points in 63 games? That's a kind of a red flag if the player doesn't have a point per game in the OHL, for me. And if he's a defensive center, you know, I've seen some comparisons to Bergeron for Hayden. If he's a defensive center, I don't think that I would draft him 5th overall. I think they could have waited 10th. And if they couldn't draft down to 10th, then I guess it's okay to take him 5th. I don't know. This is why I don't make the decisions. But I was angry when the Canadiens took Kotkaniemi. You know? Actually, no, angry isn't the word. The room was just silent. And my brother said, why did the Canadiens draft a Dalmatian? And I said, he's not a Dalmatian. He's a Finnish player. And he's a good kid. And I had a hunch this was going to happen because the Canadiens took him out to dinner individually, not in a group, alone. They wanted some one-on-one time with Kotkaniemi. And they had a nice dinner, and he ate steak. And I don't know, they must have got a hell of an impression because he's wearing a Canadiens jersey now. There are some things that I don't understand, though. Bergevin's on the hot seat. You know, he was this close to getting fired. Okay? You would think he wants to build his team for now. He wants to win now. You would have thought he'd take someone who's NHL ready, such as a Brady Tkachuk, a son of fat former NHL player Keith Tkachuk. You would have thought he would have taken another, Zadina might be more NHL ready. It's weird that with Carey Price, who's already showing signs of not progressing, with Shea Weber, who's already shown signs of a decline, you would have think he would have taken a more NHL ready player. That is where I'm confused. Because with players like Price, Shea Weber, Pat Coretti, we don't know how long he's going to stay. The Canadiens need a win now. Those aren't some good trades that they made. Shea Weber and Drouin and all of these. Those are not some good trades. Or signings in the case of Carey Price, which the Carey Price contract looks worse with every day moving. Okay? I'm all right with the trade now. I've come to grips with it. But that might be also because I'm so used to Bergevin shitting the bed that after the Subban deal, I'm just numb to everything else. After Subban, Galchenyuk years ago, I would have been up in arms. But now I'm just like, Bergevin screwed up again. Hey, he's a screw up. What are you expecting? I wish they would run him out of Montreal. I wish they would throw Putin at his face and run him out of Montreal. That's what I wish. But we're not going to get that because Jeff Molson, the owner, all he cares about is selling beer and selling tickets and selling overpriced hot dogs. He doesn't care if there's a good product on the ice, and that's why I'm not buying no tickets this year. You want my money? Put a good product on the ice. Show me signs that you guys want to win. Trading Sergachev for Drouin isn't a good sign. And I said it at the time. And same thing for Subban. I said it at the time. Whew. I'm getting all sweaty. So comment, what did you guys think? Jesperi Kotkaniemi is now a Montreal Canadien. So like, comment, and please subscribe. And I'm looking forward to do more videos. This is Mecha Matt signing off.